Polymer, clay, and resin shine. Diamond painting, creative time. At Crafts with Crashly, come and see a fun, weird party craft with me. Interviews, auctions, and sneak peeks too. Speed drawing fun, it's all here for you. Kerwin's here, we tell each tale. Crashly might rock the Richter scale. You'll belly laugh, just wait and see. Now here's your host, the lovely Crashly.
Hello, happy people. And Claire says hi. Don't you, Claire? Hello, I'm Claire. Okay,
Here, Claire.
this is always short-lived. Happy Sunday, everyone. We've had a very incredible weekend. If you all, what is this?
Hair. That's hair. It grows out of the top of your head.
Oh, I did not. I was unaware.
I know, you're used to seeing gray ones, so seeing ones that dark probably has you perplexed.
Anyway,
Because you see my hair a lot.
I'm happy to see you all. It's been a crazy week. We're going to say hi to some people and then we'll jump into it because we have a lot to talk about, you know. So, Muttnuts, hi, Starla. That's a beautiful name. Can we have a kid and name it Starla? Okay. So, we have Starla. We have Speaking of Diamonds, Rich, hi. Sarah Bard and Muttnuts. Carissy, hello. And Mel, Crafting and Crime Daily, hey. Barbara is here. Auntie, will you stop it?
Claire, come here.
She's climbing at my chair.
Claire.
Teresa's here. Carol, hello.
Claire.
Mary, hello. I could almost sing along to that whole song. I hope you can. I think I could sing the whole song. Polymer, clay, and resin shine. Diamond painting. Creative time at Crafts with Crashly. Come and see a fun, weird party craft with me. Then what? Interviews, auctions, sneak peeks too. Speed drawing fun, it's all here for you. Anyway, Kerwin's here, we tell each tale. Crashly might rock the Richter scale. I don't know. All right, anyway, Brenda, welcome. Christine, hi. Chrissy already said hi. Kayleen and Peggy are here. Oh, look, you're home and not stuck at a gas station. Right? So it's just one heck of a story. It all happened yesterday. So you guys know, we're going on our very first cruise, right? In how many days exactly now? We're leaving the 9th.
20.
So 20. That can't be right. We're leaving on the 9th of April. Oh my god. My wheel on my chair broke.
Let's see. 7,
So you
14,
if I
15,
leave
16, 17, 18. Okay, we're leaving in 18 days, but we'll be on the cruise in 20 days.
so we're leaving in 18 days. So we've been going through like checklists and don't forget to bring blah blah blah. So one thing that we needed is I have my checked luggage, my big suitcase. He needed a big suitcase. So one of our favorite stores of all time is called Ollie's. Have you guys heard of Ollie's? It's like a discounted store. They get a bunch of like overstock items, from all over the place. Wait, you're going on a cruise? Why did you say shut up? So we want to go to Ollie's to get a suitcase for Kerwin. And they're cheap, they're the cheapest at Ollie's. And they also have like different things that you'd like never think of. So, but the closest Ollie's to us is an hour and a half away in a town called Sedalia. And we live in a tiny called, Anyway, hour and a half away. So we randomly decided we were going to go to Ollie's an hour and a half away. So we get there and we're like, let's get Nora. Nora's with us. She wanted some lunch. So we stopped at McDonald's. And my car has not had any issues before, right? We had one
In the past years.
in the past year. We had one thing with the transmission. We had to go get that replaced.
And that was like 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. But other than that, we keep up on all the things. It's a good car, whatever. So we're at McDonald's. We get to the pay menu. And, of course, we're stopped. It just goes, it just turns off. I'm like, and I don't know about you guys, but like car issues, they give me like instant crazy anxiety. Like it's so terrifying. And like I couldn't breathe. I was so scared because we're in the same town where Ollie's is, and it just turned off. I'm like, what the hell? And he turned it over again, and it started right up. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a fluke. I don't know. So he pulled into a parking spot. We got our McDonald's or whatever, and then it turns off again. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So we just sat with it like turned off for a little bit. And we're like, okay, so maybe the car is so hot because it was 90 degrees that day. So maybe the car is like, man, this weather is making my lug nuts hurt or something. And maybe it just needs a rest. I don't know. I was trying to be optimistic, you know. So it started again. It's like, okay. And it seemed like it was going to be okay. So it started and we're like, how far away at this point? Just a couple miles away from Ollie's.
2 or 3 miles from Ollie's.
And so we get back on the road and get to a stoplight. And there's a bunch of cars behind us. And the car stalls again. And it turns off. I'm like, oh my God, we're at the stoplight. And it would start. It would turn over after he pumps the gas a little bit. And we were trying to just get to where we could like pull off the road. So he gets to like the next stoplight. And then it stalls and dies again.
But it wouldn't turn over.
This time, yeah, he clicked it and it was not turning over.
Click or anything.
Like nothing. And it was not dead because all the lights were on. You know you could tell when the car battery is dying and it was not dead. But it would not turn over. So he's like, okay, you're gonna have to hop out and drive while I push. I'm like, okay. So I get out and I go on the other side and Kerwin's like just heaving and hoeing. And all of a sudden, like 5 or 6 people just spawned out of thin air, I guess from all the cars behind us, and started helping us push us. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then I got my head out the window after we got a little bit to where we could coast to say thank you, and they were all just gone. I don't know if they came from the heavens or from, I don't know where they spawned from or despawned, but they like were there and then they just poof. They weren't. But I was very thankful to these random Samaritans. You know, so we get to where we can go to a gas station. We get in that a little parking lot there and to the gravel, thanks to all these random people. And so I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? So we're going to have to get a tow all the way back home, probably. All the tow people were like, okay, we'll see you in an hour or something. And we're like, it's 90 degrees out. We got our kid. This is going to be awful. Okay. So I was like, I wonder if there's like a mechanic here. And Kerwin's like, there's no mechanics open on the weekends.
4:30, 5 o'clock on Saturday?
Yeah, 4:30. That's impossible. There's no way that there's a mechanic open. Blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, no one's going to tell me. You know, we're not from here. So I Googled it, and there was a mechanic open. Just saying. And they happened to be 1.2 miles away from where we were at this gas station. And so we decided, let's try to make it there. We called the tow people back. We're like, okay, now we just need to go here. Like, and they're like, no, we got these many cars to do first, and then we'll be there. They didn't want to wait. And so I thought, Kerwin, you can lift up refrigerators above your head with your thumbs only. I think you can push us there. It's only a mile and something. And so he's like, okay, let's do it. And so right when we got back in the car, I was like, let's just see if it starts. And it did. It started. Like, how is this possible? So it started, and it did the same thing. Like we went a little bit further.
Pull out, turn right, turn left, and then make the very first turn left, turn right, and then make the very first right onto a one-way street, and then boom. So then I had to push it from down that one-way street, and then we got to, there was one stop, four-way stop, then there was another four-way stop. At that four-way stop, she had to, crank the wheel to turn
and
left.
It's very hard to turn a wheel. But at one point, he pushed, and we were like going downhill, and here he
after
is.
That second
here
stop.
He is going, because we're not running people, okay? And he's pushing this bazillion-pound thing. And so at one point, he opens the back door and literally jumps back in as we're coasting. The car's not even started. And he's like, put on your brake. I'm like, I can make it further. But we had to be able to pull over in a safe area, and so we did. And I think we got to where the mechanic place was literally just around a corner. So I was like, well, Kirby, do you want to try to push or what? We decided to sit there And I think we got it started again, didn't we?
No, we got.
I think he pushed it. That's
We
right.
pushed it all the way. We got to where the mechanics was on Main Street, so you got to a light, so we were able to use the back road, so there wasn't like any cars. But then you got to a light where there was traffic.
You said you wanted to exercise before the cruise. Oh, I was sitting
So-
pretty. I was just sitting in the.
So I had her stop it a little bit further back because there was still it went up a little bit, and then I had her stop it right at the top. So then if we did have to push it, it'd go down the hill a little bit and then make the right.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked, and as soon as there weren't any cars coming and the light turned green, we pushed it and went around the corner. And then I was like, okay, now stop, and pushed it into a parking spot on the side. It was across the street from the mechanic shop. I was like, all right, stop here. I'm going to go talk to the mechanic.
And so I was just sitting on the side of the road. Me and Nora were just sitting there on the side. Hi, Morgana, welcome. Me and Nora were just sitting on the side while he was talking to the mechanics. I could see in the window he's just sitting there drinking his water. And I was like, look at this guy. Well, we're out here in danger. And I was like, I guess he did just kind of push us and is drenched in sweat. It's like, okay, I won't complain. So then I randomly decided to try to see if it would turn over again, and it did. So I whipped into that mechanic parking lot so quick, and then I got there, yeah. And the mechanic dudes were so nice, and we're like, we didn't want to like inconvenience you guys. It was just like a 2-man place. Like, do you think it was the only
I think
two?
they were cousins. Yeah,
They were like
just
cousins, and they like
cousins that run
spoke
a
some
mechanic
different
shop.
spoke some different language. I don't know, but they were so sweet, and they understood. And they're like, it's gonna be $70 per hour for labor. Like it was a bad thing.
$70
we're like-
per hour, here you go.
We're used to like Jefferson City, Columbia prices, which are much larger towns.
$130.
Yeah, which is like $130 an hour.
And they're
for
not open on
mechanic price.
Saturday evenings. They close at noon.
Right, and this place was open until what time that day?
9.
Until
And
9
they
that
stay open
day.
until 11
During the
p.m.
week.
during the week.
11 p.m. during the week. Only $70 in labor. They did some testing, and they said they think it's a fuel pump, and so that was going to be like an extra $300 something dollars, or $350. So they know what it is. We had to leave it there, and thankfully, Kerwin's mom and sister came to our rescue. We did try to have our first Uber experience because keep in mind this is an hour and a half away from his mom and sister too. So they were on their way. So we're like, well, while we're waiting for them, let's still go to Ollie's. We're
We
here.
already came
you know?
here. Why go all this way and not do what we intentionally came here to do?
Right. And I don't have any reason to ever have used Uber before. So it was an expensive trip, to ain't that the truth. But I've never used Uber before because, like, why would we? We live in the middle of nowhere, and Jeff, there's just never been a reason to. So I downloaded the app thinking, we'll Uber to Ollie's, which was how many miles away? Just like another mile? About a mile away.
A mile
And we weren't going to walk it. We had Nora, 90 degrees, creepy town, we don't know. So Uber just kept making me wait. Like, it's busy here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. So then I just Googled Sedalia taxi service. And this, there was one. Believe it or not, there was a taxi service there. And I called and I was like, okay, how much to take us from this mechanic shop to Ollie's? And he was like, $10. Okay. All right. Now Uber was going to be $30. So, hey, okay. So I was like, yeah, come get us. And it was about like 15 minutes later. This beat up ass van pulls into the mechanic shop. And I'm like, surely that is a car that needs to be worked on. I'm sure. There's no way that's the taxi, I would think. It was just a weird timing for another car to just now pull in. And so then the van like turns to the side and it says Sedalia taxi service. Like, oh my God, we're about to get into this murderous van. And like, this taxi driver's a murderer. I have a feeling, because it was rusty on the bottom and it just was beat up. It was dents everywhere. This old van. I'm like, okay, at this point, we just want to get to, like, let's just not be picky. Maybe it's going to be like, it'll be fine. We're just going a mile.
It was cool as hell.
So, I got Nora in the car. I was like, Nora, please go into the creepy van. This is the one time you get to go into a creepy van, and I'm here with you. Did they have candy? I bet he did. So we get into this van, and all I smell is cigar smoke and weed. And I'm like, this is going to be a fun bump and ride. All right. And it smelled very funny in there. Yeah. So we get into the van, and this guy is like saying the F word, the A word, and all these. I was like, maybe that's just how they talk. It's fine. And kept talking about, oh yeah, Ollie's and Columbia has this store and this mother effer and blah blah blah. Yeah, man. And I was just go with the flow because I know nobody's gonna mess with me. Kerwin's right there, so I wasn't too crazy scared. But I'll be darned if this van breaks down too. Like, this is our luck, ladies and gentlemen. So we get to Ollie's. Everything is fine. And like by the time we got to Ollie's, no, on the way to Ollie's, his mom calls and says, okay, we're in Sedalia.
We're about 4 minutes away from Ollie's.
About 4 minutes. So we could have just stayed at the mechanic place the whole time. But whatever. So we got to Ollie's. We even found a suitcase and all sorts of other random things that we probably didn't need. But, and then on the way home, we're like, dinner's on us because you guys drove all the way out here. So we decided to drop a bunch more money on a steak dinner. Because, why not? And it ended up not being too crazy much. So it's fine. But we ended the day with steak. It was a crazy day. It really was.
And the interesting part about it, here's the interesting part about it. It's one of those things that it's like, oh man, the car broke down, hour and a half with me. I will tell you this. For the car to do that, it was going to do it. The fuel pump was going to go out. No matter what we did, the fuel pump was going to go out, whether it was yesterday or say today, tomorrow, whatever. But I will tell you this. In a normal driving situation of us using the vehicle, that was the cheapest scenario for the fuel pump to go out.
It was. That's exactly right, Katie. If there was any time reserved for a steak dinner, yes, ma'am. And that was our justification. So we dipped a little bit into cruise money for this thing. So we're like, let's just go out with a bang and round it up. It was that kind of thing. But yeah, it really could have been much worse because the road to Sedalia, the hour and a half drive, is a two-way in the middle of nowhere, no service. Like, I don't know what we would have done if it did it there. There's nowhere to pull over safely. We have Nora with us.
Well, even if
there was nothing we could have done.
Well, even if it happened, like, say it happened because we drove an hour from Jeff City to Sedalia. Jeff City's a half hour from here. So say we drove an hour from Jeff City to Sedalia. Say we didn't do that. We drove home. There's a half-hour drive. And then we're driving back to Jeff City. So there's within that hour. It breaks down. Well, that would have happened today on a Sunday. So
there's nowhere open.
No mechanic shops open. A tow service around here on a Sunday, that's going to cost you about $150.
Well, and then we would have had it towed here and then towed back to where we could find somewhere to work on it.
Had to have it towed here. Probably roadside to have it towed here for nothing. But then to have it towed from here to a mechanic that we're going to, and every single mechanic I know of within a 15-mile radius is dated out 3 weeks on repairing vehicles.
We were truly lucky with where it broke down to because there was safe places to like veer the vehicle over. And Nora's a trooper, but if I had a nickel for every time Nora said during this whole thing, what's happening? I'm like, you know what's happening, woman. But she was kind of freaked out and she kept saying, what's happening? What's happening? Why are we here? What? And I get it, and I'm distraught and I probably snapped at her a little bit. So she got shrimp. She got shrimp and apology and she got the dinosaur box she wanted from Hobby Lobby. Okay. So it was a very unfortunate day, but given the circumstances, we are okay. The car, at least there's a fix, hopefully, and we get to get it back on Tuesday. Thankfully, Maddox, our 18-year-old son, well, it's his son. I did not give
19.
birth. 19. Sorry, I did not give birth to someone who's 19 now. That would be
weird. So
that would be weird. It would have been okay. No, it wouldn't be that weird.
He'd have been like 14.
Ew. It would have been 14. Okay, yes, that's weird. But not impossible. What was I gonna? Oh, so it just so happens because we needed a car to run packages tomorrow, and we also have to get my other son Zach from his dad's, which is about an hour away, opposite direction. So we needed some vehicle. But it just so happens that Maddox is on vacation this week. He works at Old Navy. He's a manager. So he was like, yeah, I'll share my car with you. He goes everywhere with us now, which is fine, except for he listens to loud music. But we can't complain. And his car is overpowered with scents, lots of scents, like mango and that black ice smell. His car smells like a teenager car.
Really?
Yeah, 33. Who is 33? Not Tammy. I'll tell you that right now. Tammy's not 33, even though she told me she was. I'm 33. And that's for real. I could show you my... It's probably not a smart thing to show my license on the internet. But I really am 33. That's for sure. But we got lucky. We went to Walmart today, and, he took us, and it's fine. He said, Matt! Tammy did tell me she was 33. She told me she was like a year older than me. Come to find out, she is not.
She's actually younger than you.
No, she is not.
No, she's younger than you.
You did say you were
Tammy's
33,
29.
Tammy, and I could pull out my receipts again. I don't have
Tammy's
any,
29.
unfortunately. She's 29 plus 29.
58?
Oh, I don't even remember. I don't
You
believe...
think Tammy's 58
Even
years
if
old?
Tammy told me today how old she was, I would not believe her.
Rude. You're adding 10 years onto Tammy's age. That's just horrible.
Whatever.
9 years, maybe.
Goldfish live longer than 33, but don't remember. That's a fun fact.
See, Tammy says, yes, she's 29.
She's full of... Like, I can smell the sewage that
She's 29 and
spewing
our
out.
vehicle's sitting in our driveway running
Mhm.
perfectly.
Whatever. So, yeah, that is our car story. Those scents in the car are there to cover up who knows what. I'm sure a number of things. Yeah. I'm sure a number of things. We have learned so much about Maddox the last few days, and that's fine. We get good quality time with him. Usually he's off doing whatever, who knows what. And he agreed to give us a ride to Sedalia on Tuesday, so that was good. Needless to say, we have ways to drop off packages tomorrow. We have the auction stuff packaged up. That should be going out tomorrow as well. As you can see right here, I have my beautiful spreadsheet here. And all the relief papers and cover minders and everything are all, not cover minders, but pens are all packaged up, ready to go. Now, if there is somebody in here named Whipping Through History, are you in here? I don't have your address. If you are in here, so email it to me. I saw that you paid, but I don't have your address. So please email me your address, Whipping Through History, whoever you are. That would be great. Now, what else was I going to say? What else were you going to say?
I don't know.
I feel like I had another tidbit of information. Kaden, don't make me come for you. Yeah, she'll come and tell you that she's really 20-something when she's like 89. So there's that. It has been such a crazy day. I got home and I think we went right to sleep and slept until like noon today. Something crazy like that. But the plan was to like yesterday go to Ollie's, come straight back, and then like work a lot and get ahead on things for next week, because our plan before we go on the week-long vacation to have all orders that are pending up until that point out.
Okay.
Which we still can do.
There was some information that we forgot to mention,
But
vehicle-wise, on why everything was crammed into Saturday. We had plans to get everything done on Friday. So we get up, we take the kids to school, drop them off. We needed to get some priority shipping boxes from the post office.
yes.
So we drive to Jeff City after we drop the kids off to go to the post office.
We already went through the story.
Not this one. We went through the tires and everything.
No, what day was that?
Friday.
Oh.
We pick up the priority shipping boxes, and we come back home. Well, as I'm driving home, the car does feel like it's vibrating awkwardly.
Oh, yeah.
And mind you, we got to drive to Warrenton. We got to drive about an hour,
Oh, yeah, because
hour
we
and
went to
15
T-Moss.
minutes east to drop off Zach and go to T-Moss to drop off some diamond paintings for them to...
And to see the Hargers.
Yes, to see the Hargers and to drop off some diamond paintings for them to chart and stuff. So when we get home, I go get the mail, and as I'm across the road and looking at the driveway, I go ahead and check out the tires, and the car needs an alignment, so the back tires are worn on the inside and metal's showing through. So I'm like, I'm not driving this on the interstate an hour one way. These tires are gonna blow. So Friday, instead of being able to spend the whole day in here getting all the auction stuff packaged up, getting all the orders done, her making pens and stuff, Nope, I got to start calling around and buy tires and take the car to go get tires on and go get an alignment. So I go and I wait the 2 hours to get the tires replaced. Then I'm like, okay, go to another place to get the alignment because the place I had the tires on couldn't do the alignment. So I go to get the alignment done, and they turn around and I wait there for an hour, hour and a half, and they come out and go, there's a little bit of play in your front passenger tie rod, inner tie rod, so we can't do the alignment. Whatever.
At least we got new tires.
Yeah, at least I got new tires. I'll get the tie rod on the way, in the morning, because we were going to pick it up in Jeff City Saturday. I'll get the tie rod in the morning.
Yeah, so we thought we were sitting pretty going to Sedalia. We're like, we got brand new tires.
I'll fix the tie rod when I get home. So and then I'll get the alignment this week. So we were good. I was like, we got tires, we got, tie rod's good. We just need to get an alignment. That's it. It's not going to ruin the tires to drive on them for 4 days before the alignment's done. So we'll do that Friday. Like by the time I get home and get the tie rod done, it's like, okay, now we need to get in the car and go to T-Mall. So I had no time Friday. And I forgot to go to the post office. I did have packages that were supposed to go to the post office Friday. I was supposed to swing by and drop them off, and I forgot to. So we had to drive in Saturday morning to drop them off before the post office closed.
We've had an unlucky weekend.
And then run by Hobby Lobby to grab some supplies. And then it was at that point, we're like, well, we're already a half hour closer to Ollie's. And I was like, it was one of those things. It was like, don't go. If we don't go, then when do we go? And we have to order more stuff online, or we go and see what we know at that point. So, and then played out the way it played out. But it was just the car stuff, interestingly, started happening Friday morning. But we thought we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so it's been fun.
Very
Cheers.
fun.
Huzzah!
Yeah, we started watching a new show called The Great, and that's what they say. It's
not even a new show. It's new to us.
It's new to us, but it's a very vulgar. I don't even know how to describe that show, but it's called The Great.
It's loosely based on the rise of Catherine the Great from Russia.
Yes, but it's a little cray-cray. But it's a good show, And we also watched Age of Attraction on Netflix, and that show was something else. It's about like these people that go to a retreat and nobody knows anyone's age, but they're all consenting adults. They're all like in their, I think the lowest one I saw was 22, which is an adult, so like it raises the question for people in chat. Do you think it's wrong for an adult to be with another adult, whether the age gap is 10, 20 years difference? They're both adults, but do you think that's wrong? I don't know. I think I pride myself a lot on like not judging love and just loving all love, whatever that looks like. I have to admit I got a little bit of the ick from the show. I don't know. It's very controversial, I think, because there was a lady, she was 27, right? And they don't know their age until they go to the promise room. After they meet each other and like get to know each other, not based on age, they go to the promise room and they find out she reveals her age and she's 27. And then he reveals his age and he's 60. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Don't you think that's crazy?
I think with me, it's the whole, I don't know how old you are. You can't possibly be that old. And I'm like, are you not seeing the same person we're looking at?
Yeah, this guy, no, the guy looked good. For a 60-year-old, he looked good. Like, I would have guessed 40-ish. I don't know.
I guess my problem, though, too, is my dad does not look 68, and the guy looked older than my dad.
Oh, look, Morgana, my husband and I are 24 years apart. That's so who's older, you or your husband? Because it makes me curious. We're 10 years apart, almost exactly 10 years apart. And I don't think we've ever clashed. I mean, there's some, like I said, some cultural sort of difference, only because, like, I don't know a lot of the older. I'm the younger one, obviously. I'm 33. He's 43. But yeah, your husband is older, so we're both the young bucks. That's awesome. That makes me happy. But this one, it's just a little weird because, like, you've also probably got to know your husband, These people know each other for like a week, and then they have to live with each other. And there's a lot of like immaturity and weird stuff. The money the men have and the younger they look. That's probably a good point. Yes. We're 12 years apart. There you go. Tammy, yeah, because you rode them back in the day. Tammy probably did. We've been married for 32 years. Oh, we're almost at 10, I think. How long have we been married?
It will be 10 years next year. So
10 years next year. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't mind a man's age. Doesn't matter. Probably because you'd be the older one of the two, Tammy. Because you're in your 80s, not in your 30s. Got engaged after a month of dating. So did we.
Well, this is why
That's so crazy. We have such similar stories.
How old do you think the person is in this picture?
Let's all guess how old this person is. I guess. Just kidding. I know how
when the
old it
picture's
is.
taken. When the picture was taken.
Put in your guesses. How old do you think this person is? Cougar Tammy. She thinks riding a dinosaur would be cool. Well, you know. Barbara says 68. Or Teresa says 59. Tammy 75. So they're saying in the 50s. Like looks like mid 50s.
Picture was taken.
Dude, do you
He
even know?
was 57 or 58 in that picture.
Okay, so they're pretty spot on.
Pretty close, yeah.
That's Kerwin's father.
That's my dad.
That's his dad. So Kerwin has the young person.
But the thing is he doesn't look
Gene.
much different now.
No, I thought that was him now. Like from
I thought that was him now at
Yes.
68 years old.
Morgana. I want to hear more of your story someday. Do you have a channel or something? Do you? I don't even know if I don't know. But you seem very interesting. I'm not a cougar, not yet. Matt, how old are you? I'm just curious for no reason at all. Just a random question I just now wondered out loud. But that's the only reason why I was wondering, because I was just wondering how old you are, Matt. Tell me. Also, how do I change the subject real quick? Did you guys know that kangaroos give birth and then the baby kangaroo is that big and it has to travel up into the pouch?
Had no clue.
That's so weird. I think I spent 2 nights on the subject of kangaroos and how they give birth, because I think it's they go on this journey and a baby kangaroo is that big. It's like a jelly bean, you know, and it comes out down below and then the mother licks a trail to the pouch and this tiny little jelly bean has to crawl all the way up. I think that's crazy.
Here's one. Let's see if they can guess this person's age.
Matt's 1 year older than Kerwin. Oh,
How old is that person?
is that me? That's not me. Oh, that's
How old are they?
possum babies do the same thing?
Yes,
I did not
all
know that.
marsupials.
I don't know what that is. I thought that was a branch of government in the court or something.
Marsupials are mammals that raise their babies in pouches.
You think she's 58? Her? She does not look 58. That's
No, that's not my mom.
not his mom. Mm-mm. But who got it right on the... Okay, let them do their guessing.
Let them do their guessing. Let's see who gets closest.
Crashly doom
Without
scrolling in
going
nature.
over.
I did do that. I even messaged. Sometimes I don't know what to believe when I watch things about animals, and I have to message Mel. I'm like, is this true? Or because if I Google it, then I go down even more rabbit holes. Okay, now reveal.
39. She's 39 years old.
39 years old. That is his sister.
She turns 40 this year. She was 39 in that.
Did anyone guess 39? Tammy's just aiming
That's
so
my little
high.
sister.
Okay, so Katie said 30. 35. Dark Knight put a range. That's not the assignment, okay? She's 1 to 100 years old. Is that the artist? That is the artist, Kalina Kohlmeyer, yes.
Yep, and this is a picture of her and my mom.
She is stunning. She actually just lost, what, about 100 pounds?
Not
I-
100.
like
Quite a
60?
few.
She was very... I mean, you guys saw her on my channel not that long ago. I mean, I think most of you were there.
That's a
She went on a
39-year-old and a
huge-
68-year-old sitting next to each other.
That's his mom. I love them so much. That's who came to rescue us.
Yep.
She
these
is
are the two that
beautiful.
came
They're
to
both
rescue us.
stunning. His mom looks fantastic too, and I don't know. They're all very young looking people. I thought I recognized her. Yes, you did. Tammy is give age in release papers. No, yeah. If you needed a bunch of release papers to measure Tammy's age, that'd be probably 108 release papers. Or whatever she tells you her age is, you probably just need to like times 2, and that would probably be the correct age. So anyway, now that we're off the subject of cars, marsupials, Tammy's age, and what age are you, let's talk more about the cruise, because we're excited and we just went shopping again, and I want to reveal my dress to you guys because I haven't shown you. So one thing about the cruise is apparently there's themed nights, right? And when we go, there's an 80s themed night and a formal night. And as you all know, I did not graduate high school. I dropped out. I got my GED and I went to college like right away. So I did not get a prom. So I saw formal night and I was like, I'm going all out. So here's the dress that I picked out. I'm going to be in this dress on the cruise. How I will pack such a poofy dress, I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to get in a vacuum bag and we're going to get some wrinkle release, maybe.
If it's even that poofy.
It looks like it might be poofy. I don't know.
It's a professional photo.
Well, I'm a professional gal. I'm going to look that good. I think I will look that good. But it's very fancy. It's a beautiful color. And I'm just so stoked. It's going to be sparkly. And I did talk Kerwin into getting the picture package. So we can do the classic pose of me like standing and he's behind me with his arms around me. The classic prom pose. That's what we're going to be doing. And then I'm going to tell the photographer like when the sun goes down, we need a sunset photo as well. It's going to be magical. Thanks for letting me stay this long, but I need to go. You're welcome.
She wants those photos.
I do want those photos.
$10 a
You'll
photo.
be beautiful. Thank you. I still have to get it and try it on to make sure I look okay in it, but I don't know. It's my color, and it's going to be awesome. Aw, thank you, Rebecca. I'm going to end up being an uncle again. Probably not.
Definitely not.
No, we were actually debating the other day who's going to get
I'm thinking about it.
who's going to get snipped, But I don't know.
I don't care if it's painful. If it
He's
keeps me
very
from ever
willing.
having any more kids,
He's very willing. He's that
I'll do it.
serious.
No more kids ever. I've got 8 years left of my sentence.
Your sentence?
My sentence.
We do want to travel the world, and it is very hard. I'm excited for the time because, like, all my friends apparently are old people, and they get to just be like, "Oh, I'll go on that retreat here and there without thinking twice." And I want to be like them and just say, "Let me just."
Granted, we're going to be parents the rest of our lives. We're going to be there to help them and do this and do that. But the moment that we don't have to be like, we need a babysitter, that's where we want to. We're going to go here. You don't have to worry about who's going to watch the kids, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. No.
And the hard part is like for the. I think I said old people, didn't I?
You did say old people.
I didn't mean old people. I meant.
She likes to bring a shovel to the live sometimes.
I didn't mean old people. I don't know why I said that. I meant.
You didn't even play back the tape.
No, I'm not saying I did say that, but I didn't mean that. I can't believe I said that. I meant people like without young children. Stop. I didn't say old. I didn't mean old. Boomers. Yeah, since I'm friends with boomers, I want to just be like them and just be able to do these things. I'm old as Eve. I didn't mean it. Anyway, also work FT. Yeah, you meant old, childless, pathetic. No, I didn't mean that.
People who have the freedoms away from having to.
I
get
envy
babysitters.
their freedoms regardless of age. Okay, I'm sorry. I said old people.
That's why I say,
I didn't
like,
mean it. Okay.
people are like, well, don't they got school and stuff. Our youngest is 10. She
Our
turns
youngest
11
is
in
10.
she turns 11 in a month. So in less than 8 years, I can leave. Okay, I'm going.
Why do you keep saying you can leave?
We can go somewhere.
It's
Because you do
concerning to
whatever.
me. It's concerning to me that you keep saying that you can leave
We
and you can
we
do all
can
these
do
things.
whatever.
What am I gonna do? Stay
You-
home
you
by
do-
myself
you do that
and
whole
diamond
little-
paint?
You do that little. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I'd miss her, and I'd be like. I told the kids a long time ago. I'm like, when they finally move out, we're probably going to sell the place and
I'm
get
of a certain
one.
age and childless, but not old. See, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can't say like I wish I would have done. Sometimes I wish I would have had kids older, but then again, when they are grown and out, I'll still be, younger than all my friends. I'll still be youngish.
Eve,
You know?
it is 2026. How can the grandparents watch the kids for a week while you're out gallivanting when they have work to do? They have to
Yeah.
work. That's one of the biggest hurdles we run into is like we have to coordinate with my mom.
Morgana
on when-
said it because I'm old. That means my husband is ancient. Because that's so funny.
That's one thing I do feel bad for my mom, and I'm extremely grateful for. Is for last year and this year, so we could go on this cruise. She coordinated with us to take her vacation for when we went on vacation.
Yep.
And it was just like, it's
They are going to miss a week of school. But Zach gets to go to a Miku concert. You guys know he's obsessed with Miku. He was her for Halloween. So he gets to go to a Miku concert in, where is it? Springfield? Kansas City? I don't remember. One of those. Springfield, I think. Because Miku is coming to town, which is basically a hologram. So how do you go to a hologram concert? I don't know, but that's what he's doing. And then we're going to be gone for Nora's birthday. She'll be 11 on the 13th of April. So yeah. Us old people have to work to survive, just like you young people. Dang straight. That's why it's hard to go just up and go places, because what do we do with the kids? I guess she burned her vacation to babysit so you can go on vacation. Yes,
that's exactly what happened.
yeah.
Yep, that's why we get thankful. But
And she takes care of our dog too.
Yeah,
and the dog really enjoys his time with her. Like a lot.
But no, I told the kids once they all move out and go to college, we're probably going to sell the place and buy a 1-bedroom RV. So if they're wanting to spend their time sleeping on the floor of an RV to move back, that's on them. But they're probably going to want to make sure that they have their own places to live.
I know Corinna had to start all over, but you know what? I heard your story and you really stepped up for that kid. And I know you say that, but you love that boy a lot. And I don't know, you got a fire in you again, Not that you didn't before, but you love that kid. And I don't know, their story is really sweet. Back in the day, parents wouldn't pull us out of school for anything. We don't either, hardly ever, especially because they have this whole week that they're going to be out of school. But we talked to the school, and I think they're going to be sent home with some packets and stuff, so they don't miss assignments, but they'll still go against their attendance.
Part of the situation was we were going to have them go to school. My mom was going to make sure that she could get them to school, but something happened with her vacation days where she was only able to take vacation for the first half of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And the last half of the week she couldn't, but she does work from home. So, they don't have school on Mondays. And Zach's going to the concert Monday, and then coming back Tuesday. So the first half of the week, one day it doesn't have school, the other day he wouldn't even be there. The last half of the week that she wouldn't be able to take them. So it was they're already basically not going to go to school that week. And we already talked to the school, like Crash said.
And Matt, she does think like that. She loves the kids. I mean, and they're old enough, they're practically self-sufficient. If they were toddlers and you got to really watch everything they do, it'd be totally different because her back and her old people issues.
Basically just need someone there to be in control if the house catches fire.
Basically, yeah. Or if Nora tries to microwave a chocolate chip cookie for 3 minutes again.
When I was 10 years old, my mom would have probably been like, we're going on vacation. Get your butt up and get to school when the bus comes by. Yeah,
I wouldn't do that. I get too weird about, yeah. Anyway, so we're already at 6:45. So time to get to business.
Oh, I need to get all that ready, don't I?
Yes. So first of all, our friend Crafting and Crime Daily is now launched community diamond paintings. So check her out. It's craftingandcrimedaily.com. She's actually selling one of me and Kerwin too. I don't know the title of it. It might say like Crashly and Kerwin. I don't know. But there's one of our wedding photos there. So if you want a custom done, you can reach out to her. Rebecca, feel free to share in your link. Also, we have our artist little drawings to do. And
excuse me, sorry. It was an accident. No, I sneezed on purpose.
Just wiping it off. Kerwin, do you call Crashly Crash around the house? Sure does.
Nope.
He doesn't. He's not allowed to call me anything except for babe or honey.
Baby babe, basically.
Baby babe. Because if he says Ashley or Crash, then like, would you just say
Hey, Ashley, what's going on over there? See that face? That's the face I get every time.
It is.
I love my wife, Ashley.
Oh, but if we go out to eat and have to-go box, it always says Crashly on it. God, who doesn't call me Crashly? I don't think his mom and sister call me that. But everyone else does, like immediately. Because like everywhere we go, there's always another Ashley. So
And Maddox calls you Ashley. So.
yeah. Stop saying that.
What?
She calls you Curly, which is so cute. I do call him Curly. I don't know how that happened.
Kim? You and Kim.
Yeah, we just started calling him Curly.
Or sorry, Kimberly, as she likes to be called now.
Yeah, she's sophisticated. That was my best friend from here. Very handsome, one of those ladies who like a man in uniform. What? I call you Crash. Yes, my friends call me Crashly. That's linked to Crashly's Pink. See, Rebecca calls me Crashly too. Everyone does, and feel free to. True, we'll also have to discipline. Don't want them to be bratty, spoiled. Are you talking about Tammy again? Seriously. I have to beat Tammy all the time and tell her what's what. I also had to teach her a lesson about lying recently, about her age and how it's not appropriate to lie to friends about ages because it sends a bad precedence, you know, because I'm telling you, Kat calls you Ashley. Oh, she does, doesn't she? I love that too. And sometimes Sketch is still saying Kerway. Feel free. He could be your Kerway too. Like Tia used to call him Community Booty because he was just always around helping everyone in need. And look at his face right now. Look how cute he is. He has really pretty blue eyes too. He's a man. He's dreamy. That is Tammy Simon that made that comment, not Tammy Short. It doesn't matter. I feel like it mattered still.
What happened?
Because Tammy said, yes, Matt, true, but we also have to discipline. And I thought that we were talking about disciplining the other Tammy. I didn't lie about my age. You just can't hear. Oh, I can't hear. Let's talk about who can't hear. What is one of the first signs of old age? I think it's hearing. And I think, Tammy, maybe you misunderstood me when I said, so how old are you? And I think that you heard, how old are you minus 23? And that's when you said 33. I didn't say that because your age apparently is 33 plus 23. So the only way that could have been true is if you heard me say, how old are you? Minus 23. You see what I did there? I think that's what you heard. Thought Curly was a pet name. It is, but he can be your pet too. I hear, well, she heard, how old do you want to be? She says, do you want to come to my birthday live stream? And I was like, oh my gosh, how old are you going to be? 33? Something like that. That makes Tammy 56. I made up the number. Is she 56? I don't even remember how old she is because it went in one ear and out the other because of the fact that she lied. Like the little picture. Or like the picture. It's cute. Rebecca made that. It's cute. That's us on our wedding day. Real life. Tammy probably heard you but didn't care to bother to try to remember and just said something. That tracks. I think I do that all the time. I found out yesterday that people can just be talking to me and I go to La La Land because his sister was trying to say something to me and I was at Texas Roadhouse just buttering my bread. And then I look up and Kalina's looking right at me in the middle of a story. And I'm just like, were you talking to me this whole time? And she just started laughing. I had no idea she was even talking to me. And she was like, and then he blah, blah, like looking right at me. Oh, I should have just nodded, but I blurted out have you been talking to me this whole time? And she's like, yeah. Tammy Cross Crash got the official bite me of the day. I did. And you know what? After my day yesterday, and then finding out that one of my best friends lied to me about their age, I think I'm entitled to be.
She didn't lie to you about her age.
Whose side are you on?
Told you that was her age.
I just made it up. I'm just a maker-upper.
You imagined it while you were in La La Land during a conversation. That's what Ashley does. She does that.
See, you were in La La Land when I told you my age. No, Tammy, I was looking right at you. I was looking right at you, and you told me what you told me. I just wish somebody else was there to witness it, but they weren't. You know, Mel apparently wasn't there, so nobody was there, I guess.
You're probably dreaming.
I just dream of Tammy every night?
Every night? It doesn't happen just like once in a blue moon?
No, apparently I dream about Tammy every single night. You know what, Tammy? Here's another fun fact for you. I plan on being on a hot air balloon with you. Let's think about that for just a moment. How high, Alexa, how high does a hot air balloon go?
Hot air balloons typically fly between 1,000 and 3,000 feet above ground. The highest record is a whopping 68,986 feet.
So we're going to be...
Wow, that's really
We're
high.
going to be 1,000 feet in the air.
Right. It's absolutely mind-blowing that someone managed to get that high in a balloon. Makes you wonder
Why
what
is she
the view is
talking?
like from up there.
Why is she talking to you?
She's my friend.
What? That was weird. Let's do it, girl. Whoa, that's a big splat. I'm telling you. You and Tammy are racing whiteboards together while eating Reese's Cups. I love Reese's. Everybody else's Alexa. That's the enhanced Alexa called Alexa Plus. It is, and watch this. Hey Alexa, what is my name?
Your house mistress.
Now you ask her.
Alexa, what's my name?
Your sugar boo.
I'm house mistress. He's sugar boo to her. I walk in on them just shooting just talking. All of my legs are going up. Sorry. Isn't the Alexa feature that mine does the same thing when I ask her something and I forget that I just asked you. She is freaking me out. And they'll just sit there and talk about Star Trek or whatever. No, I didn't say Echo. Hey, Echo, fart. I hope she farted right around there. I did that one live and I said her name and I said, make a loud fart. And everyone's Alexa started farting.
Hey, Alexa, what are your thoughts on that YouTuber Crafts with Crashly?
I'm not familiar with a specific incident involving a YouTuber named Crash and someone called Crashly. Could you give me more details about what you're referring to? I'd be happy to look into it if you can provide some additional context.
Never mind. You're just not on par.
Oh, whisper to her. See what happens.
Fair enough. I definitely have my blind spots when it comes to YouTube drama. Guess I'm more Crash and Vern than Crash and Ashley on this one.
What the fuck? I just said the F word on my live stream so loud. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just said that. I'm so sorry. For all the children listening to my stream right now, I apologize. I don't usually.
Yes, Dark Knight, we've had that set up for a long time because whenever you use it, turn lights on and off in the house, you didn't want it waking the kids up.
I can't believe I just said the F word so loud. She came at me though. She said fighting words to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get canceled. They're gonna cancel me. I'm going to...
Oh, good Lord.
I'm gonna go to YouTube jail. Okay. She did so jealous. I'm telling you. I think they're having an affair. I can't believe I said the F word. Okay, so let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Okay, so business wise, what are we starting a 30-day trial for?
I don't know what this is showing.
What reduce no shows with? What was that? What are you looking up no shows for?
It was an ad.
Okay, sure. So this is for our artist of the week. Oh gosh, Zachy, I hope you weren't in here to hear me just 5 minutes ago. Don't rewind, son. Zachy Wacky is my son. He's 14 and he doesn't need to hear what mommy said. No, you do not. Okay, let's draw for the artist of the week giveaway. This is if you commented on our artist of the week, which I believe was Andy Russell.
Can you see it?
I
Just had
can.
to push the button.
Press that button, babe. That sounded like the McDonald's sound. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, Sheridan. Sheridan?
Probably.
Sheridan. All right. Make sure you email me at craftswithcrashly@gmail.com. I will get you that $10 gift card for commenting on our artist of the week. So let's draw the next artist of the week because I don't remember whose next week is. Do you? Rich?
Didn't somebody pick, or that was Andy Russell?
Oh, somebody did pick, didn't they?
No, Rich picked Andy Russell.
That's right. So then,
Next week, I don't know. We'll
oh
find
my
out.
gosh.
If they're on this list, I apologize. But
All right, let's. Oh, it's J-Law next week. Oh. I just asked about her. Right? Wait. There's no way that lines up with Rich's week, does it?
Let's look.
That would
This
be
week is
so
supposed to be
weird.
no, it does not, because that would be like the following week.
Oh, I wish we could have pushed him out for one more week. I didn't even think about that. Rich, let me get with you, and maybe we can do a
The Swippy swap?
Well, I don't know, because see, if you guys didn't know, Rich is doing a 24-hour live to benefit Parkinson's. Rich, feel free to share that video because we were about to end this stream. So save this video, open it up in another tab, whatever, or just go to Speaking of Diamonds with Furniture, his YouTube channel, and look for this announcement. He's doing a 24-hour stream to benefit not Jamie Foxx. Who is it?
It's the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
Michael J. Fox
for
Foundation for Parkinson's. As you know, Stanley Morrison was, diagnosed with Parkinson's not that long ago. So I plan on working with that somehow. Maybe we'll do a discount on his collection because, he earns commission on everything. But you should really come to that live. Look, he just shared the video. So go ahead and save that. Put it on your watch later.
Let's spin again. Let's make Stanley Morrison the week of Rich's live.
Okay, so we're going to spin again for next week because then we can make Stanley Morrison the week. I didn't even think about that or else I would have just done it. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Oh. Okay, we got to go again.
Why? Courtney's been one?
Yes.
Why wasn't she taken off the list?
You can't ask me why she wasn't taking off
Has
the
Dakota
list.
been one?
Dakota has been one, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe Rich should just keep up with the wheel, and every week during the hours we just bring him on. And then spin that, Rich. Yes. Oh. Yay! Aria illustrations will be next week. So, this coming week is Jay Wall, Josephine Wall, and then Dakota back in Feb. Okay, so we have Joe Wall this week,
starting tomorrow.
Then we are going to have Aria Illustrations or Rita Conier, and then we're going to have Stanley Morrison. So for the first time, we have 3 weeks in a row, but it worked out for Rich's life. So there we go. It could also be timely. Maybe we will work with Rich to come do this segment with us every live stream. That would be so funny. Because usually we have to refer to his
expertise.
Yeah, every time anyway. So that is Tammy's favorite artist. There we go. So Jo Wall is coming up this week, which is another phenomenal artist. She has been coming out left and right with different things. So make sure you watch that video that Rich made about his 24-hour live. It's for a great cause. I will be there. I'll actually be on the cruise for the first day, but I plan on popping in while I'm at the cruise. So I'll be there in the chat. I'll be in person. Well, not in person, but like on the stream for a little bit. It's going to be a blast either way. He'll be going live for 24 hours. So it's a huge deal, and he's raising money for Parkinson's. So we love a great cause here, right?
Yes, we even have those papers.
We do. He actually made a logo for this event, or I don't want to say event because it's not this concept, this thing he's doing. He made a logo for it, and we actually posted the accessories for it, and we're donating a percentage of all the sales for this to, well, we're probably going to give it to Rich, and then he'll put it towards the Parkinson, his thing, so he makes one donation. But it's a really good logo. He's fantastic at making them. Oh yeah, there it is. Isn't that cute with the arms in the diamond? It looks so good.
It's got this little donation thing on here. What that means is purchases from this listing, a certain amount of the purchase will get donated to the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
Yes, we will keep track and then donate it with Rich's stuff.
We're going to have some more Stanley Morrisons that are probably going to get released in the next week or so that are going to have that image on there as well, the little thing, because we're going to start donating some to that too.
Yes. So follow along. Make sure you watch that video and give it a thumbs up. But that's all we have for you for this stream. We also have like one more week of Get Your Weird On, so make sure you share your progress. This is kind of the last week. No, we get one more stream. So Jen and I both get one more stream. So make sure you're making progress on your Get Your Weird Ons. And yeah, auctions. Oh, so what about them?
When's the next one?
Oh, this weekend is the next auction. This Saturday, we're going back to Lori auctions for Lori. I don't have the list yet. Like always, I'll share the list as soon as I get it. Our auction stuff from last weekend will be going out tomorrow, as long as Max lets us use his car. But it's all packaged up that you saw, so that will be going out. What was I saying? Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you go watch Rich's video if you haven't yet. And that's all we have for you today. Subscribe if you're new, hit the thumbs up, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye now.